Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Bandhu cha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Je Utpati Sthiti Laya Kare Vedo Stuti Uchare Jenaroma Suchidrama Anusama Brahmanda Koti Fare Maya Kad Ravi Sasi Suragano Ajnana Lopekshana Eva Akshardhamna Adhipati Sri Swami Narayana Jani Amrutavani To Vahirahi Sakshat Mahima Rupe Jani Brahmi Sthiti Aholin Kare Subhavya Aksharpade Sharanagata Nija Alpa Jiva Sahuna Shreyartha Tatpara Rahe Kaka Snehal Sindhu Divya Vibhune Hayyo To Vandan Kare Sajanand Swami Maharaj Ni Jai Sarve Gunatit Swarupo Ni Jai 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 Pragat Brahma Swarup Kakaji Maharaj Guru Hari Pappaji Maharaj Snehal Sindhu Divya Bandhu Satabdi Parva Mahotsav Ni Jai 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 Pragat Brahma Swarup Guru Hari Kakaji Maharaj Pappaji Maharaj Dvish Shatabdi Parva Mahotsav Ni Bandhu Beladi Shatabdi Parva Mahotsav Ni Jai 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 Pragat Brahma Swarup Hari Prasad Swami Maharaj Ni Jai 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 Pragat Brahma Swarup Jasbhai Sahib Ni Jai 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 Sarve Gunatit Swarupo Ni Jai 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 Today 7th, tomorrow is Ekadashi, and on the birthday of our Jason Bhai and anniversary of our Maitri Ben and Parth Bhai tomorrow, and also birthday of Parth Bhai, all these good occasions. Also today our Raju Bhai and Hiten Bhai also left for India. So Kakaji always wanted to have the Suhrad Bhav or Maitri Bhav. There is a bhajan also, Maitri Bhavanu Pavitra Jananu, Kakaji liked friendship, Maitri Bhav. Our relation with Kakaji should be more than Maitri Bhav. Maitri Bhav is kind of an equal level. And that is the offer Kakaji gives, that I want to be your friends. But our humble relationship with Kakaji has to be the Guru Shishya Bhavana, disciple and master Bhav. Kakaji always gave others lot of credits. Kakaji praised the others and he did not care for his own praises, And even though those who received a lot of support from Kakaji, those people, when they turned against Kakaji, Kakaji gave even joyous forgiveness to those. This is a very unique quality of a saint, Those who sit in the room and don't go out, don't face the challenges, is one level. But Kakaji says that when someone goes out to the new field, to the new area, and then bearing with all these challenges, negativities, disagreements, and still seeding the seeds of glory of Yogiji Maharaj is unique. From day one, after the Samadhi, Kakaji spread the message that Yogiji Maharaj is not a common sadhu. He is Bhagwan Swarup. So, challenges started, Everybody was associated with Yogiji Maharaj, but their relationships were different. Their association was different. And when this kind of drumming comes up that Yogiji Maharaj is Bhagwan Swarup, Yogiji Maharaj is Mudakshar Murti, then lot of people turn against, turn sour, disagree, etc. Even those who would agree with that, they would disagree with still Kakaji. That who are you to tell, We are the one who should tell. So there are so many varieties of, opposition. In 1954, Yogiji Maharaj sent Kakaji to Africa and no support financially. And Kakaji's Agri-Orient business was in trouble. And there were court appearances to be there, go there. And here Yogiji Maharaj says, you go Africa. And without any hesitation, without any questioning, Kakaji accepted the challenge and went. Now the whole Africa Samaj was focused of Shastriji Maharaj, that Nirgun Swami had praised of Akshar Purushottam Upasana that Shastriji Maharaj has developed, established. So everybody was accepting Nirgun Swami and Shastriji Maharaj in Africa. Yogiji Maharaj was very secondary. આખા આફ્રિકા દેશની અંદર કાકાજીનો યોગીજી મહારાજ ભગવાન છે એવો અવાજ કોઈ સાંભળવા તૈયાર નહીં. તે વખતે શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજનો જ મહિમા હતો, શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજને નિર્ગુણ સ્વામીનો જ મહિમા હતો. શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજ સ્વધામ પધાર્યા હતા. He had left. So Yogiji Maharaj was a Gunatit Swarup, but people are people. They will not accept. But Kakaji went there, with love, with, like a lot of discourses, with lot of miracles. He change the mind of devotees, put them on the tracks that Yogiji Maharaj and Shastriji Maharaj are same. There is no difference. Our Shantaben Popat was one of those. She was a family woman. She had several children. But she had accepted Shastriji Maharaj as her guru. She was a devotee of Lord Krishna, also Shankar Bhagavan. And then she changed at the later part to Shastriji Maharaj. And she had a murti of Shastriji Maharaj in her mandir, in her home. Kakaji went there. He saw first time, Shantaben Popat. But Kakaji's screening was very pure and perfect. He knew that she would be the future pillar of the ladies' movement. And then he very kindly talked to her, Not that, why you don't have Yogiji Maharaj in your mandir? But saying that, Behan, I will give you a nice picture of Yogiji Maharaj. And that Yogiji Maharaj will talk to you. Just like Krishna Bhagavan talks to you. Shankar Bhagavan talks to you. Shastriji Maharaj talks to you. Yogiji Maharaj will talk to you. So then Shantaben Popat openly smiled and laughed and says, I know that you touched my heart, and it was going on in my heart that Shastriji Maharaj is the only one. I cannot have anybody else. And you changed my mind now. What a wonderful way of talking to her, and to that extent that she came to India and she joined the satsang, left the family and others, joined the satsang and became the very leader, And then in 1970-71 time frame, when Idi Amin kicked out lot of Indians, from Africa with British passport, they all settled in London. And Behan, by going there and awakening them to our satsang and spirituality, made a bigger group of satsangis in London. And from there, a lot of dedicated Beno, Bhagavadari Beno, came from Africa and London area, who joined also in Vidyanagar, So, but Kakaji was the catalyst. He did not have any problem with opposition, That does not mean that there were not opposing people, There were people opposing, There were people denouncing Yogiji Maharaj also, from Vartal group, from other groups, in India and in Africa, But Kakaji did not waste his time in those things, He just focused on the creativity and positivity. And that made a big difference, But then the other movement started, that Yogiji Maharaj wanted to make 51 sadhus, educated collegians as sadhus. Kakaji took that challenge, And from Manavadar and Vidyanagar and other places, Bombay, a lot of youth joined to become sadhu. And it was not easy, The way of living of Yogiji Maharaj from the old Junagadhi sadhus type, would not appeal to this young blood, But by the love of Kakaji, love of Yogiji Maharaj, they changed, and they became sadhu. Jasbhai Sahib was talking about Guruji also, in this sabha also, that Guruji would be, not wanting to become sadhu, But by the love of Kakaji and Sonaba, he accepted to become sadhu. And when he became sadhu, then he was not happy, So, that created more disturbances, He would just create more disturbances in the group of sadhus, But still Kakaji and Yogiji Maharaj persistently loved and cared Guruji, Today we see, how Guruji is dedicated to Kakaji, So those kind of challenges and opposition that Kakaji lived with, is an example for our life. And we have this centenary coming, next year. And we want to really pray to Kakaji that even 1% of your qualities, if they come within us, this whole centenary function would be worth celebrating. Yesterday we were talking about, that sometimes we think that in 3 days, June 10, 11, 12, all these people will come and 3 days will be over, and we would have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, It would be close to $1 million maybe, total expense if you count, or even more, combined. All these people coming and spending all this money and everything. Even in the Delhi center, Guruji is planning for 150 people and average $4,000 per person. That is like $60,000, right? 60,000, right? $600,000. $600,000. Only Guruji's. Same way Bombay group. Another 600,000. Then other Europe and other group. And Canada and America group. Another 600,000 maybe, So it's not a small function, right? So, is it worth spending all that money? Yeah. Because if one person out of all these gets this message, puts in the heart, and lives with that message, function is well celebrated. I'm saying only one person. And we can be one of that person, right? Samnar Bhagwan also has said in Vasnamrita that we are doing this big Yagna, Janmashtami Utsav, Holi Utsav, Kartak Sudhi Ekadasi Utsav, and other, Why? And it was very difficult at that time than compared to this time, This time the people will sit from the Delhi airport in the plane, they would have a first class treatment, all the way here, right? And we will be receiving them here, with first class buses and other arrangements. In time of Swaminarayan Bhagavan, they would have to walk in the heat, in the cold, in the rain. And no GPS at that time, Fear of loot, people will loot them, People will kill them, Or they would go on the bull cart or horse, but still not as easy as this time, right? And still they were going, Still they were attending. Not only that, but some people would have a mentality, that, in Gadra, there will not be any room if we go during that function, Swaminarayan Bhagavan wants me to come, but I will go month later, when everything is settled down, or 2 weeks later. And when Swaminarayan Bhagavan finds out, that that person came with this logic, Swaminarayan Bhagavan would be very upfront with that person. That do you think that all those 5,000 people that I had asked to come were stupid? That they didn't come, and you did not come? If you would have come at that time, you would have met all of them at once. So now he says, before my darshan, you go to every town and meet every one of them, and when you are done, then come to Gadra. So now meeting 5,000 people all over Gujarat and other places would take 2 years maybe, right? Again, by walk, by horse, So Bhagavan wanted to give a message, that we live in harmony, in Suhrat Bhav, and we don't know, but how many of our impurities will go away very fast. So those are the thoughts we should keep in our mind and heart, that we want to be that one person in the whole function to the highest elevation, that Kakaji would be happy, Yeah. And it's just not you, I'm counting myself in that too, Right? And I'm not going to hold on to, that you cannot go ahead, If you are wanting to go ahead, I'll push you, first. And it's not just one, If everybody gets, it's even better, right? But I'm saying at least one would make the whole function a success. And Kakaji and Papaji will be very happy and proud. So today, on this day, on 7th of October, our prayer that we all want to live with that zeal, live with that elevated understanding, and just move on. કાકાજીની મૂર્તિ ધારીને આપણે કામ કરવું છે. અમારા આજે અલ્પેશભાઈ સરસ મૂર્તિનું બી ભજન ગાયું, નહીં? અમારા રચનાબેને બી મૂર્તિનું ગાયું. Alpeshbhai was singing in feeling like not Gujarati but Hindi. And Rachna Ben was singing not like Hindi but Gujarati. So, આજે બધા આવ્યા સરસ સરસ. આજે તો આપણું ઘર બધા મુંબઈ અને ઇન્ડિયાવાળા હરિભક્તોથી લગભગ ખાલી થઈ ગયું. અમારા ઘનશ્યામભાઈ છે, કિશોરભાઈ છે, ઘનશ્યામભાઈ સરસ સરસ. તમને સેવા કરવાનો વધારે મોકો મળશે, નહીં? પેલી સેવા વહેંચાઈ જતી હતી, હવે તમને 100%. સરસ સરસ. ચાલો 10 વાગવા આવ્યા છે, ચાલુ દિવસ છે, કાલે બધાને જવાનું બી હોય, પણ તમે બધા આવ્યા, ખૂબ ખૂબ આનંદ થયો. ઇટ વોઝ વેરી નાઇસ. અમારા પિન્ટુભાઈ થોડોક લાભ આપે.